Vaccines cause autism. Vaccines cause autism. Autism is a mental health issue. Because the signs of autism can sometimes appear similar to behavioral issues, many believe autism must be a mental health problem. But the condition is not, strictly speaking, a psychological one. It is a developmental disorder, and there is a difference between the two. With a developmental condition, brain advances at a delayed or slowed rate when compared to children without it. It's a cognitive matter of how the brain processes and elicits information. Psychological illnesses are not cognitive in nature. They affect one's thoughts, feelings, and perceptions. Children with autism are mute. Some children with autism are unable to communicate using spoken words, but it's by no means a standard for those with an autism diagnosis. The condition affects everyone in a slightly different way. While some autistic children may not speak at all, others will have no issues whatsoever with verbalization. Still, others will communicate in unorthodox ways, such as speaking in a specific style or only talking about certain subjects. Don't assume that because someone is autistic they don't speak. And even if they don't speak, it doesn't mean they can't hear you. Autism only affects the brain. If autism is a developmental disorder, it must be centered squarely in the brain, right? That's only partly true. Yes, autism affects the brain, but it impacts other parts of the body too. Allergies and food sensitivities are common in people with autism. So, too, are various gastrointestinal disorders. Research shows that children with autism had higher odds of experiencing symptoms such as constipation, food intolerance, and food allergies at ages 6 to 18 months than typically developing children. People can grow out of autism. Autism is not like a bad cold or a bad perm. You don't grow out of it. There is no cure for autism, which means it is by and large a lifelong condition. Yet, the myth persists that you can outgrow it. Why? Because intervention and treatment impart vital skills that can transform the lives and futures of many autistic folks. This growth gives the illusion of getting over autism, but the condition is still present. The individual just knows how to navigate its challenges more effectively. Early intervention is critical in helping an autistic person overcome their symptoms. People with autism are antisocial. There is a common belief that those with autism live in their own self-contained worlds, and they have no need or desire for friends. But most autistic people want friends. The trouble lies in expressing that need and finding friends who understand the complexities of autism. Because social skills can be challenging for some autistic people to master, they often have a hard time establishing and maintaining friendships. In educating autistic people, much of the focus is on how to impart healthy social skills, but autistic people also need to be aware of what is acceptable treatment in a friendship. We teach autistic kids how to treat other people so they can have friends, but no one teaches us how friends should treat us, says writer and autism educator Bridget Rankowski. Autism is linked to aggression. Those with autism are no more prone to aggression or violence than anyone else. Children with autism can become frustrated and act out, but it isn't necessarily a sign of autism. It's more a sign of just being a kid. After all, every child misbehaves from time to time. But when aggression is present in an autistic child, it's usually a last resort mode of communication. They are trying to say something that isn't being heard or express a need that's not being met. In autistic adults who display aggressive behavior, the cause is usually other psychological factors that coexist with the autism diagnosis.
People with autism don't understand emotions.
Many people with autism have a hard time reading emotional and social cues. That doesn't mean, however, that they don't understand emotions. The issue lies in how directly or indirectly the emotion is expressed. An indirect emotion is harder for an autistic individual to decipher, so it's easy to assume that because they don't recognize an emotion immediately, they can't understand what the emotion is or what it feels like. But autistic folks can read emotions and feel empathy just like everyone else. It's simply a matter of how clearly it's articulated.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video then. Take care. Bye.